Do you fancy a drink?
What have you got?
Well, we've got still water, sparkling water, mineral water, Diet Coke, Coke, lemonade, elderflower pressé, regular tea, iced tea, ginger tea and chamomile tea.
Actually, I'm okay, thank you.
So do you have any questions?
Yeah, why'd you have so much tea?
I meant about the day itself. Your dad and I want to make sure you don't have any fears about anything.
Will you be wearing white?
Why wouldn't she be?
Yeah, no, of course. What song are you walking down the aisle to?
Tchaikovsky's Piano Concerto No. 1. It's one of our favourites.
Oh, classical music. I didn't know you liked classical music, Dad. You've never mentioned it before.
It's always been my favourite.
Right, will you be taking our Dad's last name?
Well, of course I am. Why wouldn't I? After all, we're family.
That's right. Family.
Where's your bathroom?
Straight up the stairs, first door on the left. You can't miss it.
For God's sake.
You're late.
This wouldn't have happened if you just let me drive you. But isn't that what the best man's supposed to do?
I didn't want to take my chances. Besides, you're late.
Dad, we still arrived here ages before she has.
She?
Linda, I mean Linda.
Then say Linda. I don't see why you're so adverse to saying her name.
It's just a lot to get used to.
Well, you better get used to it soon. She's going to be your stepmother in about an hour.
Dad, I'm 24 years old. Hardly need a stepmother. Not a child.
And stop acting like one. So I wanted you here for 9:30 sharp, and you weren't. Where were you?
Sorry, just the drive took longer than it used to. It's weird being back. I drove past our old house, the school, the little parade of shops, the green, the woods. I spent hours in those woods. It's exactly as I remembered it. Nothing's changed.
Why would it? Paradise on earth. That's what Linda says.
She's not the only person in the godforsaken town that's ever said that.
Well, she's not. I happen to agree.
Really? You always seem like you hated this place. Like a prisoner duty-bound to serve out his sentence.
You're so dramatic, Adam. You get that from your mother, you know. Prisoner. Do I seem like a prisoner to you?
Don't want you looking dishevelled for Linda. Right. How's it feel?
Fine. Not too tight.
But not the tight, Dad. Getting married.
Fine.
You know what they say? Third time's a charm.
For God's sake, Adam. If you knew how much this day meant to Linda and I, you wouldn't be bloody joking. All you do is joke. Never taken anything seriously. Well, this is serious. This is my life. After your little charade the other night, I wondered if you'd even be up for this, but Linda insisted that you could. She wanted you to be a part of this, so don't go pulling any of your usual antics. I won't have it. I will not have you making our day all about you. All right?
The rings.
Don't tell me you forgot the bloody rings.
No, they're in the car. I'll just be back in a minute.
Someone's in a hurry.
I'm sorry, I left something in the car.
Oh, I can safely assume you're here for the wedding too, then.
Wedding? I thought this was a funeral.
Hang on, maybe I've got the wrong address.
No, I'm sorry, I'm joking. Shouldn't joke. My dad says I joke too much.
He sounds like a barrel of laughs.
Yeah. He's the groom, actually, so strap in for a very serious day.
Oh, I see.
I'm the best man. supposedly.
Well, it's not all doom and gloom then.
I'm Adam, by the way.
Oh, I'm Rose, I'm the photographer, as you'd guess.
Yeah, clock's the antique around your neck.
Hey, it's not antique, this is vintage.
Bit like this place. Actually, vintage is the wrong word. Vintage suggests value. Antiques even suggest value. Antiques even warrant a roadshow. This place is just bygone.
Life and soul, you are.
Sorry, it's a weird day.
Oh, hang on your flower.
There we go. Want me looking dishevelled for the photos?
Wow.
Well...
I've been instructed to focus my lens on the bride and groom.
Oh yeah, you got the memo too.
No distractions.
Right. Let's get this over with then.
Do you want to get something from your car?
Not anymore.
Good luck.
Where have you been?
I was just talking to your wonderful photographer. I assume you've met Rose. Not even one for posterity?
No need. Wedding hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, I know Linda's not here, but I mean, it's not just about... What I'm trying to say is it's not just about the ceremony. It's not just about you two. It's about family, right? I mean, you said it yourself the other night. It's about family.
It's about family, yes. Linda and I. That's the point. If I were you, I wouldn't go mentioning the other night.
Can you give a girl a lift?
It depends on the girl.
You alright to drive?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be? Did you capture the magic?
Oh yes, every bit of it. Although I was a tad distracted.
Not by the music. I know, an inspired choice for sure.
Inspired by what, Monty Python?
I know. God only knows what their first dance will be set to.
Oh, it's going to be dancing. I always forget about the dancing, but it's always the best bit.
Now, don't get your hopes too high.
How come?
There will be a dance, as in singular. Dad and Linda insisted on having their first dance, but it's less participatory, more performative. They've been taking classes and everything, so they can dance and we can watch while remaining absolutely still.
How strange. All the weddings I've photographed, this will be the first one where I'm not allowed to dance.
Like I said, it's about them. No distractions, no mistakes. When they're doomed at the start, because going off their logic, aren't all weddings a mistake?
Well, their biggest mistake was not letting me dance. You should see my moves.
No, but seriously, do they seem happy to you?
I mean, yes. I know that might be hard to hear, but yeah.
But like, will they still be happy 5-10 years from now?
Well, that's the thing. I see couples on their wedding day. I have the privilege of seeing them when they're supposed happiest, but no one ever hires a photographer for their divorce proceedings.
Did you be a millionaire?
Oh, come on. You've just been to a wedding and you're already talking about a divorce.
I don't know. I mean, every marriage I've ever known has been disastrous. I mean, straight up wrong. Like, my mum and dad should never have been married. And even though their marriage led to me, I'm sure they could have found a way around it, or...
What do they dance to?
I don't know. Lionel Richie probably going off my dad's taste.
Well, your dad certainly has an eclectic taste in music.
Or just an eclectic taste in women. No, but seriously, I don't even think he likes Lionel Richie anymore. He's all about classical music, no room for anything else.
What about you?
What about me?
What would your first dance be set to?
Oh, anything. Lionel, Tchaikovsky. Just give me music and watch me go.
Right, well, better be going inside. No more distractions.
I think we're early.
You don't happen to know where the bathroom is, do you?
Yeah, it's just up the stairs.
Oh, thanks.
Really? Here of all places.
Never would have been allowed in our house. Mum would have killed him. She would have never posed for the photo with him. What happened, Dad? Used to be so... I don't know. Linda happened. Bloody Linda.
What the hell's going on in there?
Shit.
Adam,
Nothing.
I'm coming in. What the hell have you done?
It wasn't my fault.
Well, it hardly broke on its own.
I'm sorry. I just...
Sorry won't cut it, Adam. You're a grown man.
It was an accident. I promise.
An accident.
What's happening up there?
He's drunk.
I'm not drunk.
You can barely string a sentence together. Unless you're alone, talking to nobody, like a child. You did it on purpose, didn't you? You broke it. Trying to break something of mine. Well, you won't break this.
I should go.
Best you should.
I'm sorry, Dad.
I'll call a taxi.
The rings.
What?
The rings?
What about them?
Back when I first met you at the church, you were going to get the rings.
So I was.
But you've had them. You've had them all along, haven't you? And then back at the car, I mean, maybe it's none of my business,
I can
but
explain.
you don't have to explain. I know that might seem like it can help make everything strange make sense and the confusion seem clear, but it will just end up numbing you, and then soon you won't be able to feel anything at all.
Then what do I do?
Well, don't retreat, don't numb yourself, don't feel guilty because you're not feeling right. We're not built for that.
I can't bring myself to be happy for them.
Well, just because it's their happy day doesn't mean it has to be yours. Weddings are weird, trust me, I've been to a lot of them. Everyone focuses in on the happy couple, but really it's about everyone, happy or not, inside the frame or outside the frame. I mean, when in life isn't, why should today be any different?
I guess you're right. But today is different.
Why?
Because today I can't dance.
God, don't remind me. Now it's forbidden, I want to do it even more.
Tell me about it.
Right, well, I better go. Photos to take, no mistakes to make.
And remember, no distractions.
Well, stop distracting me then.